but to have a positivity about, hey, when I go out there, I might meet absolute gold, and this person might fundamentally change everything about everything. This is going to be the post where I talk about social media. So this time around, I'm going to go to Instagram again, and I am going to go to Turabify. And Turabify in general basically has all the same shit all the time.
That you can ever build is the relationship that you have with yourself. If you do not like yourself, if you talk poorly to yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, of course you're going to feel lonely because you're building something and other people don't understand and you hate yourself. And so when you listen to the way that you talk to yourself, do you ever think, man, I would never say the words that I say about myself to my best friend. I wouldn't even tell somebody that I disliked the things that I say to myself. I recognized this when I went to a all-women's event 7 years ago. And we had to speak out loud the things that we say only to ourselves. I would never say something so rude to my mom or to my best friend or to my brother in the way that I was saying this to myself. So I decided in that moment, the best friend that you can have in the process of building a business is you.
Yeah, Natalie Dawson, so important. Oh my gosh. The amount of times in my life that I've had to smile and care about myself when I didn't think anyone was around, a lot. And any powerful person ever is going to tell you that the voice in your head is the most important thing to establish as positive, as encouraging, as just unreasonably awesome. Try your hardest to do this. One of the best ways is waking up in the morning, taking 10 deep breaths, then going and look in the mirror saying, I love you to yourself, and then just trying to chill without your phone for like an hour and give yourself that time. That means you got to go to sleep earlier. Give yourself that time really to just like feel out life in the universe. Like even me sitting in this room making these videos makes me feel good because I'm like, dude, I made all this shit. Good job.
I'm going to give you a brief goal-setting exercise. I'm going to ask you 7 quick questions. And what I want you to do is write as quickly as you possibly can the very first things that come to your mind. Question number 1. What are your 5 basic values in life? Question number 2 is write your 3 most important goals in life right now. You have 30 seconds. Question number 3. What would you do? How would you spend your time if you found today that you only had 6 months to live? And question number 4. If you became an instant millionaire, what would you do differently from what you're doing today? Number 5 is what have you always wanted to do but been afraid to attempt? Question number 6. What sort of activities in life give you your greatest feeling of importance? And then here is the key question, and the question is simply this. What one great thing would you dare to dream if you knew you could not fail? You can be, have, or do. The only question is how badly do you want it, and are you willing to pay the price? Because if you are, and you're willing to pay the price and work toward it, you can accomplish everything on that list, and sometimes far faster than you can possibly imagine. The question is, how badly do you want it?
So good. I actually want to go through this exercise, so I'm going to send this to the group. So good. Guys, write your shit down. And these things also, advice from Ty Lopez and other people, you don't need to go around telling all these things to people, right? So like I was like, oh, I should write this down. It should be part of the video. Bro, I'm going to write it down in my own time, right? I'm going to write it down probably right after this when I have some dinner and time to chill. It's so important to write things down. God damn. Every time I don't write something down, every time I don't write something down in my life of like the things that I want to do, I'm so fucking lost. Don't be lost, man. It's not
programmed in society is just to chase an extra dollar, an extra sale. You're never one sale away from becoming a millionaire. If you want to be broke inside of this business, focus on one sale. You will stay poor. Poor people will chase a dollar. Wealthy people will try to build another relationship. You're never one sale away from becoming a millionaire, but you're one handshake away. There's a guy, his name's Messi. They recruited Messi. Not only did the team Miami now explode and grow, whole organization of the soccer league completely changed because of one player. Miami recruited one player, it changed the whole organization. You guys aren't one sale away, you're one connection away from changing your whole freaking business.
All right, wise words. Now, how do we go and find those people? You got to go and surround yourself with those types of people that are building these, whatever you want to build. And he's talking about money here. So this is Danny LG, Danny IG. I don't know what this guy's been popping up a lot on my feed personally. I really like him. I think he comes off a little abrasive and harsh, but I think that's part of the reason that he actually catches attention. So important to consistently also realize this. We got to spend our times in the right places, or we got to make the place for people to come. There's really only two ways to go about it. And getting out there and staying curious is something that's hard for me to do all the time. So I can only imagine how hard it is for people that aren't naturally inclined to be kind of social, or at least put on a mask of social. But that's why going to 2 conferences a year is a really good step, right? To just go there and just shake like as many hands as you can. I wish to some degree that the business that I am running currently would service more wealthy people, because then I'd be shaking wealthier people's hands. But I think the service that I'm giving to the patients in general is so valuable that it builds me up enough to actually go and shake that wealthy person's hand and be like, hey, let's do some shit together. I'm absolutely moving, and I'm absolutely helping, and I absolutely want to do more. So important to care about not necessarily all the relationships that we have right now, but to have a positivity about, hey, when I go out there, I might meet absolute gold, and this person might fundamentally change everything about everything. That's an abundance mentality. The funny thing is that he doesn't talk about also the importance of nurturing that relationship, because he talks a lot about, okay, the instant that you shake this hand, you get $1 million. That can be how it works sometimes. But in my experience, the way that it really works is you have to build this relationship over the course of years, and there's a lot of give and take, and then that can potentially net something. So it's not as flowery as I think a lot of people make it. The networking process really needs to be a consistent discipline and a belief that you'll find someone of use in the future.
Run your business like Starbucks. Starbucks can have a 15-year-old run the whole store. And the way they do it is because they have systems that are dialed in and they reduce the complexity. They can have a complex looking menu, but behind the scenes, trust me, it is simplified, refined, tested, iterated against, trained against, standards held, simple.
I'm working on this now. Dan Martell's philosophy of optimization is really the way that he's become incredibly successful in his businesses, and the reason that so many multi-million-dollar businesses are doing well is because they can understand how to simplify a complex thing. Simplifying a complex thing is not a joke, not even slightly a joke. And it's something that I have literally taken away my ability to explore so that I can go and simplify the lives of my workers and my partners as much as possible. Break down every single little thing into the simplest components. It's going to take a long ass time because Starbucks had a long ass time to do it. But any system of human beings, when everything is broken down stepwise, it makes things way more efficient. And sometimes I think back to myself of like the lists and stuff that I put together for my dental assistants, to clean up rooms, to the end of the day checklist, the beginning of the day checklist, all of this stuff. And I take it for granted, but I could only imagine the chaos that we would have had I not come into the system and actually made that happen. So we went from, I think, 3 million, maybe like 1 million gross revenue to we're hitting 4.5 these days, something like that. And in great part, it's because of the systems that I have created, but also because of the incredible human beings that we have working for us. So hopefully you found this useful. Dan Martell, fucking G, absolute G. Can't wait to meet him one day and actually just shake his hand and be like, dude, you're like the greatest person ever. But I sent all these videos to you, Aaron. So go ahead and pick them up in the chat. Okay.
A room went.
Let me see where this shit is.
Silent. The CEO just.
Here we go. My media chat. Okay. All of these are posted here. All right. So, and they're in order. Hopefully you guys found this useful. This is how I communicate with my team to get these videos out. if you did find it useful, like and subscribe. Have more of the stuff on your feed. My feed is already stuff like this. And if you're someone that's doing this stuff, dude, let's be friends. Let's like do a podcast together. Let's like go and build some shit together, you know? Always down to have interesting people in or around the environment. And the funny part is, guys, and I'll tell you this from the bottom of my heart, when I came home today and I was like, damn, I have to make 5 videos, the first 3 kind of sucked. But now I'm at the 5th one, and guess what? I'm actually having fun. So that's kind of life. That's just how it goes. And if you're in the middle there right now, I'm telling you, just keep going. It'll be all right. Actualize your potential catalyst. This world needs you. Peace.